Shalom, Kal Loyam, La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Shalom to you fellow laborers out there doing the work in truth and in sincerity. And shalom to the few Akwadim that believe as well. A hearty shalom to you other laborers and believers that are scattered throughout the face of the earth. All right, that's doing the will of the Heavenly Father. All right, whether you're among the heathen and even like the heathen who are speckled bird Israelites, to the whole household of faith, I want to say shalom, which is the elect. All right. Fair use, fair use. This is courtesy of this guy, Jay Reed. So I want to say fair use, fair use. And of course, my video is not monetized. But I want you to see what's going on because we're watching Ecclesiastes 12 and 4 play out. Okay, as you're going to see in this video clip. Okay, so let's click on it real quick. Let you see what's going on.
You know, because they're bitch bad.
Best of luck in your search and whatever you endeavor is destined to be next week.
Come with me to get laid off from my 4+ year corporate tech job because AI took it. And Dub is through.
Thank you. Yeah, of course, of course. Okay, cool. Well, thank you again for your time this afternoon, and I hope you have a great weekend, Jasmine. Thank you. You too.
Hey, I'm going to say this. Hey, it's finna get real out here real quick. Trump done fucked us with a big one. You hear me? A big one. He fucked us with a big one. Man, it ain't no freight like they going in and out these ports, man. On the cargo ships, man. And some of these containers coming in empty. Empty. Freight is finna be thin as hell out here. If you're a truck driver, owner, operator, man, y'all taking this necessary because y'all need to take. Man, I have never been in and out of a port that quick within 30 minutes. Normally, this shit take hours. The lines be long as hell. There was nobody in there. No.
And this is something for us to take heed to. You know, this Jake not in the truth, but he has an insight on what's going on at the ports. Okay, like you've been hearing, you know, apostles, elders on down, advised to, you know, brothers stock up on some food and things of that nature. Prepare yourself because you're going to feel the effects. Okay, you're going to feel the effects of the shipping ports being dry and empty. What this guy is saying is on point as far as going into these shipping ports that he don't have, you know, no long wait time. It's usually hours upon hours to wait, you know, unless you have a preloaded trailer, you know, and that's usually, you know, was us flatbedders. I was a flatbedder, you know, on the road mainly. I did drive in and flatbed as a trucker, and it takes time, man. It takes hours. It can take days when you get loaded. Okay, that's a long wait time. So for him to be in there 30 minutes and get out of there, that show you there ain't nothing going on. But he's gonna say it, you know. I want you to hear him say it.
But at least when I went in there, it was at least 3 or 4 trucks there. Like, man, I don't.
3 or 4 trucks. 3 or 4 trucks is nothing. There's thousands of trucks that be out there, thousands at a time, waiting to get loaded. So for him to see 3 or 4 trucks, man. And well, you know what? Those storehouses, they about to become empty. Let's get that. 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. See? This is what's coming. Excuse me. This is what's coming. Okay? The storehouses, which is storehouse. If you don't know what a storehouse is, right? let's get this storehouse. Okay. Where's my online etymology at? Storehouse, right? Salakia. So you can understand what the storehouse is. All right, this is a storehouse. It says, okay. It says storehouse, building used for storage. All right, let me see. It should say something more than that. Let's go to Google. All right, storehouse. Yeah, okay. AI got this right. Okay. A storehouse is a building used for storage, similar to a warehouse. Which that's where truckers take the goods from the ports. Okay, they go from the ports to the warehouses. Okay, storing houses. Okay, right here it says more details. A building for storage. Storehouses are often used to keep goods, provisions, and other items for future use. See? So right now, what's going on? You got the storehouses running dry. Because if ain't nothing going from the shipping ports to the storehouses, these are your distribution centers. Or your distribution warehouses, right? As you would call them, right? You work in the warehouse. You know, like I'm a driver in the warehouse, right? On the yard. You know? I'm literally working at a storehouse. When these storehouses become empty, then what? Then what? Job cuts, okay? That's what's going on. Job cuts. See? So the storehouse is going to appear unsown because why? The Lord is bringing this place down, man. Again, we're watching Ecclesiastes 12:4 play out. Let's hear him a little more.
I don't know what to tell y'all on this one. China ain't playing no games with us, boy. They standing on business. China standing on business. Woo-wee. And freight is about to be thin for us, man. To all the truckers, man. Not only the truckers, but everybody, man. Y'all better. I know what steps I need to take as a truck driver. I already know what I need to do. I already know what I need to do. I'm finna stock up on shit because I already know what it's finna be out here. When them ships can bring in empty containers, empty.
That's it, you know. Like you said, empty. No, empty. These people out here, and it's not just, not just the fact that they're empty. That means your jobs will not have material to do, production work. All right, for all you factory workers out there. Okay, even if you're getting like food, which is a part of agriculture, that's going out the door. You got storehouses for that as well. Matter of fact, the one I work at is a frozen food. You know, you got frozen food. You got the fruits, vegetables, right? This is what's going on, man. Luke 21:25, and there should be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations. All right, with perplexity. All right, perplexity goes into what? State of being confused, right? Let's go here. Perplexity from Google. Inability to deal with or understand something complicated or unaccountable. All right, it says similar to what? Confusion, bewilderment, incomprehension. You can't understand what's going on. Excuse me. Why? It's because you're not locked in the spirit. All right, you're not understanding what the will of the Lord is. Like it says in Ephesians 5, right? Ephesians 5 goes into this. It says that we should walk circumspectly, right? Let's get it. Ephesians 5 in verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. All right, the word circumspect goes to what? Looking all around. All right, literally means to look around on all sides. Right, when you look up the word circumspect, which I'll get it here in a second. You got to be looking at everything that's going on, because these days we're living in is just totally evil, right? See, circumspect from online etymology, cautious, wary, looking about on all sides. All right, literally, man. Okay, like you gotta have the mindset of, let me see what's going on, because shit ain't looking good out here. All right, you would think, right? But most of our people not concerned what's going on. Only ones that's concerned that is the elect, man. All right, we should say hopefully elect, because we believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and the Lord's word, man. We believe in the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua because we see that it's faithful and true. All right, this book is faithful and true, what you call the Bible, man. Prophecy is speaking. See, and all people don't have understanding of prophecy. See, the elect got to understand of prophecy. The elect got the understanding of the signs of the times that we're in. Right? You jakes in the world don't understand what's going on. When you get caught up out here in these fucking plagues, don't fucking come running crying to us. We warned your ass. All right? Matthew 12, and this is in red. I don't know why it's not showing that. All right. Matthew 16 and verse 2, right? Well, I start at 1. The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? And the answer is no. They can't discern, all right, what the signs of the times, all right, are. But we've been given that understanding to know, okay? And we break it down till you make it plain upon tables, all right, of what's going on. Because the Lord says, speak down in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. So whether you, and scriptures say, whether they will hear or forbear, right, they're going to know that a prophet had been among them, right? Because it says in verse 4, a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. Excuse me. All right. The Lord set up the servants of prophets to warn his people. And that's the Lord having compassion or having mercy on you, man. You know? Back in Ephesians 5 and 15, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. See? The days are clearly evil. You got people losing their jobs. Jobs they held down for years, right? Tech jobs, that's a high-end job, man. You may have had 20, 30 years at your job, right? You know, investing into your 401k. And a lot of people's 401k was taken away. You know? they don't go into that, right? Shit, a lot of these women that's getting assistance, that assistance is leaving. Look at this right here. I got Article 2 right here from this is the Newsbreak app. Millions of low-income Americans at risk of losing food stamp benefits. All right, and you've seen on social media women complaining about that, right? It says millions of low-income Americans are at risk of losing food stamp benefits. Millions of low-income Americans could lose their food stamp benefits due to a newly passed tax and spending cuts package by House Republicans, according to a Congressional Budget Office report. And Republican or Democrat, doesn't matter. They're all on the same side. Okay? They're all on the same side behind closed doors. So they just putting that, House Republicans, whatever. Of course, the House is, more or majority, majority Republican right now. But if it was Democrats in office, the same things would be going on, man. Okay? So we see, I guess that's it on the article. Let's see. Okay, House Republicans have stated that the measures are intended to restore integrity to the program. Currently, approximately 42 million Americans receive assistance through SNAP and Medicaid. Okay? 42 million. Okay? Can lose their benefits, man. And who mainly get these benefits? Women. That's why I said women when I first started reading this article. All right? Because that's who's going to affect more, the women. Okay? And it says what? That you're supposed to rise up. You careless daughters that are at ease, right? We're getting ready to see the ventures fail for you. Okay, let's see here. Bear with me 1 second. So like Isaiah 32, and I started 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. All right. And these women they've been living carelessly, man. All right. Truth be told, they living carelessly. They're not. They're not thinking about the times that we're living in. All right. What's really going on? How it's going to affect them. They've been living it up, man. Getting the benefits, all right, of not having the man around, which is what? Assistance. Yeah, you can have these assistance packages for not having your man around, all right? Family all destroyed and shit. Because that's all that this assistance program, the SNAP and all that shit, SNAP food stamp benefits, that's all it was meant to do. To destabilize the family and to basically destroy the whole upbringing, all right, of the children, because there's no man around. But as long as they get them benefits, they don't care, because they surviving, right? So what? The family is destroyed and all jacked up, right? As long as they're getting their benefits. But now those benefits are running dry, right? Verse 10, many days and years shall you be troubled, you careless women, for the ventures shall fail, the gathering shall not come. So the ventures is failing right now. Okay? Which are what? The benefits. Now your ass got to go out and work, and there's no job, all right, that wants a person, all right, with no experience. Right now, shit, it's tight out here, man. It's tight out here for jobs. If you got a job right now, Akim, hey, the water your whole about Shimi Hawashai, man. It's what you should be saying. There's a lot of people out here who don't got no job. Verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you, and you sisters as well out there. And you few sisters out there that believe, all right, that are of the household of faith, you got a job, man. Hey, thank you, Bashim Yahushua, for that. Tremble you women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you, and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Yeah, you've been exposed. You've been exposed, all right, on all levels, man. Your wickedness, your fucking wild behavior, your lewdness, right? The Lord is making a lot of you tribes out there uncomfortable, man. Because shit about to get real, man. Like the Jake said in that video, shit about to get real. Verse 12, they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. You can't buy them goods no more. There's some more food stamps for your ass. All right? Been sending your ass for all them years, taking care of Pookie and Ray Ray, with your food stamps and benefits you're getting from your baby daddies. You know, being on child support, right? They get the benefits too, right? Now them shits is running out of the door, man. Okay? Back in Ephesians 5 and 17. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Okay? The will of the Lord is that this place is going to fall. And we're watching the fall of the last leg of the Roman Empire, man. Okay? The beast was revived, all right, through the Renaissance, but we're watching it fall. All right, we're watching it fall. Okay? Verse 18, and be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit, man. Okay? We're spiritually, we're sober, man. Okay? A lot of our people are still drunk with these fucking with these different wines, man. These different ways of living. All right? These different religions, right? Like it says, they stagger but not with strong drink, right? Let's get that real quick. A lot of Jake is still fucking staggering, man. You know? Let's see here. The book of Isaiah 29 and verse 9, it says, stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. Why? Jake's still into fucking Christianity. Christianity ain't giving no fucking answer to what's going on. You're still into Islam. Islam ain't giving you an answer to what's going on. Right? Your so-called religious leaders, they've been found to be fucking wicked. Okay? It's lucky. They're being found to be wicked, into all kind of mole and pedo behavior. Right? And a lot of you still is drunk, man, spiritually. Even though the Lord said it serves the prophets, you still can't get it. Why? It's going to go on and say in verse 10. For Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, hath he covered. Right? Those leaders or false prophets that you're following, even among the circumcision, they're going to lead your ass, all right, down the rabbit hole of destruction. Okay? Bear with me 1 second. Shalaki. I'm at the plantation, so. Let me read that again. It says, verse 10, for the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and the rulers, the seers, hath he covered. So, like I was saying, the false prophets that you follow, all right, like I was going to, oh yeah, the ones that even are a part of the circumcision among Israel, right? They say that Jacob's time of trouble ain't gonna happen. MOTB, you know, they don't know what that is. They tell you things that don't even make fucking sense, and you believe in it. All right, you blindly following these guys, right? They're gonna lead you. They're gonna lead you down the path of destruction, man. You know. This is Matthew. I'm sorry, not Matthew. Let's go to Luke. This is Luke chapter 6 and verse 39. It says, and he spake a parable unto them. Can the blind lead the blind? Shall they not both fall into the ditch? Yeah, your eyes have been open to understand and see, all right, what's going on. Yet you're trying to lead someone, right? If a person is blind spiritually, how can they lead you? You know, they don't understand what's going on. They can't tell you what the MOTB is. They're not telling you who salvation is for. They tell you salvation for everybody. That's a goddamn lie. Salvation is only for the Israelites, man. You know? You got guys out here with these false doctrines. You know, doctrines of devils. You know, all kind of shit going on among Israel. You know? But you got to think about it, though. If you following somebody that's clearly blind, the Lord wants you to follow them. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. The deceived and the deceiver, right? The deceived. All right, the deceived and the deceiver, all right, are his. Let's see here. Job 12 and 16 says, with him is strength and wisdom, which is who? Yahweh Shema Shai. The deceived and the deceiver are his. Okay? So your ass is just deceived, all right, by these false prophets, right? These false leaders, false pastors, right? But guess what? The Lord wanted your ass to be deceived. Okay? And that's a scary thought. And it's due to your ass being wicked, man. You know? This is Isaiah 56 and 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs that cannot bark. And that's what you false prophets, all right? Or you false watchmen. That's another word for a prophet, seer, right? You're blind, man. You have a lying spirit on you. And so the individuals that following you, they don't understand what's going on because why? You lead them astray. The Lord said He's going to give us pastors according to His heart, man. That shall feed us, man. The Lord set up the true shepherds to guide His sheep. A good shepherd, all right, looketh well to his flock. You got guys out here that's in shepherd roles and ain't looking well to the flock that's following them or that they over. See? When the pandemic happened, you had shepherds telling their flocks to get fucking, jabbed up, man. All kind of shit was going on. And as a result, look how many of our people, all right, have been, experiencing, complications and even been deleted. Because why? These watchmen are fucking blind. A dumb dog is a dog that don't bark to alert or warn his owner that someone's approaching. Like the Lord said, what? I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. So a watchman's supposed to watch for the danger and warn the people of the danger. That's our job. You see this place collapsing, you're supposed to tell the people why it's collapsing. Right? Jobs failing. Well, the scriptures say that the grinding is going to cease in this place, right? It says what? The grinding is going to cease, right? Look, Ecclesiastes 12:4. I'm going to read the NLT, right? Remember him before the door to life's opportunity is closed and the sound of work fades. The sound of work is fading right now. You heard the guy from the video. So as work fades and then the assistant program is shutting down, right? That's going to lead to what? A mind of desperation. See? Now you rise at the first chirping of the birds, but then all their sounds will grow faint. You know, you're going to wake up to nothing, basically. Ain't no job to go to. And a lot of people are experiencing that right now. See? So it's a lot of shit going on in this place, and it's all due to the Lord bringing this place down, man. Which is beautiful. It's beautiful to see, man. You know? We don't bug out or lose it because we see these things going on. But with all these things going on, right? We're okay. Right? We got jobs, right? Let's go to Isaiah 65. All these things going on, we're all right, man. We got food in our refrigerator, deep freezers. we cooking out, you know. And sometimes we eat out every once in a while. We're okay, right? While everybody else is losing it. Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus said the Lord of power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. And that's what's going on, man. The servants of the Lord are eating and drinking while everybody else is looking to their next meal with hopelessness, man. With hopelessness. While we're not even worried about our next meal. We like, we gonna be all right. We got Yahweh Bashem Yahushai on our side. We straight. You know? Verse 14. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Okay? Because why? Your ass is catching hell, man. Because you didn't take heed. You tribes out there are going to catch hell because you didn't take heed, man. You know? So the Lord is really laughing at you right now. See? The Lord is laughing. Why? He says he's going to mock you when your calamity come upon you. Proverbs 1. Okay? And people are, you know, looking for answers, man. They're looking for solutions. They can't find any right now. People been searching for a job over a month and can't get one. See? More and more people are being homeless. All right? Or being made homeless. All right? And they can't pull themselves out of that homelessness, man. You know? But meanwhile, we're okay. Right? This is the book of Job, chapter 5. I'm going to close after this. Job chapter 5 and verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. And in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. All right? And we see that going on right now, right? It says, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. Right, because Lord, when we those elect men, we're going to be delivered. You know? Verse 22, and it reads, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. All right? We're going to laugh at famine and destruction, man. Why? Because we took heed, okay? It says, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. And we see, all right, last week I posted a video of a Jake that got attacked by a coyote. No one, he's an Israelite in the world, and a coyote attacked him. I mean, he killed it, but that's showing right there that the beasts of the field, right, are going to be because the Lord made the beasts of the field, right, and the Lord going to use the beasts of the field to judge some of you people, man. Okay, I need to get that real quick. Can't forget about that. Excuse me. My science is acting crazy right now, so Salakia for all the sniffling, right? Look at this. Sirach 39 and 29. Fire, hail. Matter of fact, I started 28. There be spirits, they are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sword strokes. In the time of the destruction, they pour out their force, and the peace of wrath of him that made them. All right, the spirits of vengeance are out here. People dying left and right. I'm driving to work this morning, you know, a couple hours ago, 3 hours, what, three and a half hours ago almost, you know, and fucking 2 or 3 cars smashed to pieces. I'm riding to work 5:15 this morning, you know, 5:10, 15, you know, give or take. I'm on the road, right, on the highway going to work and shit. Big accidents. All right, all kind of debris from vehicles being smashed up in the accident. You know, so judgment is going on. All right, judgment is going on. Right, fire and hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. Right. It says also, right, verse 30, teeth of wild beasts. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction, right? So with teeth of wild beasts, right? Check this out. Let's go to this real quick. All right, bear me 1 second. Let's get this real quick. Coyote. Let's see. It's literally, here you go right here. I have posted, right? Fair use, fair use. Check this out right here.
Frightening life and death confrontation for one man when he says a coyote stalked him, then attacked right outside of his own apartment.
He survived that attack and says he was forced to kill the animal with his bare hands. We do want to warn you, some of the video is graphic, might be difficult to watch, especially for some of our younger viewers.
CBS 17's Baron James spoke to him about the incident and joins us live now. Baron.
Have time to be scared when the coyote attacked, and he says that
James Pulliam, a 24-year-old, 6'1", 175-pound former athlete versus this wild coyote. The two coming face-to-face Friday evening when James stepped outside to have a smoke here at the Bernie Blessings Apartments on Somerset Drive in Roxborough. The wild animal creeped out of these woods and charged on James.
Then I fell, crawled through this little patch right here. I'm throwing rocks and grass, everything I can.
Trace the steps Monday by walking us through exactly what, where, and how it all went down.
I pinned him down and put my knee on his throat. I had to rip my hand out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Once I got my hand out of his mouth, I used both of my hands, just started choking him, put my knee on his neck, and just held him. Started hollering for help. It's like...
So you see the wild beast, man. And the Lord spared this dude, but hey, the wild beast is out here, man. That's the point. You know? That dude was fighting for his fucking life. It's kind of funny, though, so like... Oh man, Jeremiah 15:3, and I will appoint over them for a kind, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. See? So, hey, the beasts play a part, all right, of people being judged, man. The Lord's going to judge people with beasts of the earth, man. So allow those beasts to devour some of you people out there, man. Right? Why? Because you walk in great pride and you don't fear the Lord. As far as you tribes out there, man, you so-called Negro, Latino, and American people, man. You know? Shit is going on, man. And Jake don't know what's going on because why? They don't have the mind to even consider what's going on, or consider things that they see happening even in their own lives, and think that, hey, this is the Lord doing it. You know? It says a prudent man look well to his going, right? Roughly paraphrasing, right? I think I'll get that real quick. Proverbs 22 and verse verse 3. Yeah, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished, right? So, hey, if you're prudent, you're gonna foresee the evil, man. How you foresee the evil is you seek Yahweh Bashim outside, all right, while he may be found, man. All right, that's how you foresee the evil, man. Let me see. Proverbs 14:15. It says, "The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going." Right? A simpleton believe anything, man. It's gonna be okay. Meanwhile, all this evil out here, right? See, if you prudent, you're like, no, everything ain't okay. All this shit going on, some ain't right. I need to inquire and see, you know, who can tell me or break down to me what's going on. I need to find a man of wisdom, right? You would think Jake would do that shit, but they're not doing that because they're not prudent. Because it said, what? The prudent man looketh well to his going. Okay? Verse 16, a wise man feareth and departeth from evil, but the fool rageth and is confident. Okay? A wise man fear who? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's who bringing this evil. You know? So, hey, with that, I'm going to close. Hey, Lord, when you've been edified, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakak Wadash. Hey, shalom to the elect, and I'll see you next time, Lord willing. Shalom.